Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Republic of Amalfi series here on the Lord Master channel, which, oh god, the decline of the Republic continues. Not in warfare. I mean, yeah, we lost a few wars, such as losing those two cities, one here and another over there. But that's because of reasons on the decline because of incompetent rulership. But we don't want to question this one, as he is a legendary commander for the fighting in these defensive wars of Amalfi, especially the most recent one for that trade war which we won it. By we, I mean Doge Constantius. And speaking of Constantius, the family of the Constantius, led by this man, is expected to be the next Doge of the Republic. But keep in mind, they're all Langobards now. So Langobard. No more Greeks. Ever since we got rid of the Greek culture in Amalfi, so everybody is Langobard now, and you will start using Langobard names. in a couple of months, the Silk Road market will be turned into a Silk Road trade post to be turned into a market. And thus it really jumps up on the trade value and the trade world wealth and all that. As long as we keep the Caliph happy. Because he ain't right now. Although he does appreciate the child and all that, but, well, quite honestly, he's going to be the first person I'm going to, send a chancellor to improve relations. Although I could do that right now. But we cannot, because we're in seclusion, because there's two diseases plaguing Italia. As I said, this could be another portion of the decline of the Republic, but we're not going to go down without a fight, as Genoa has recently declared war 2 years ago for the control of the city of Cumae. But as long as it's under our control, we will win it. That's the reason why this army is stationed over here at the moment, because of that disease. But if it really kills off the booming prosperity, then that indeed signifies it as such. So now, as I'm newest ruler again, just started today, March 2nd, and now it's March 3rd. So the first few years of the rule of Doge Lambert will be one of seclusion. And bearing in mind, he is also the youngest member of the Great Trade League, because one of the last acts before his father died of poor health at age 35 is that he was named the apprentice of the Great Trade League. And it kind of makes me wonder, am I not allowed to join the society because I am not at that age? Oh god, I'm highlighting it on Hermetic Society, for example. Will they let me keep, or will I get kicked out due to the young age, since I don't have a father right now? But if they kick me out, I understand. But if they keep me in, well, they keep me in. Just gotta accept the fact. But at least we'll be making some money and all that. Fabricate the claim on the Republic of Crete against me? Uh-huh. You better end that plot right now. So we have big problems. I guess he wants it because he has a right to it, but I want that land for myself in future. But right now our priority is the defense of this country, while we will make money slowly. Recently inherited an item from Doge Corvolis. It has seen better days, Master, the guard tells me before continuing. We're sorry to bother you with this, we just weren't sure to get rid of it or not. What is this? The Noble Scepter. Noble Scepter? Well, I do have an Emerald Scepter. You know what, yeah. Looks rather useless to me. Don't need that. I can name another apprentice trader, but she doesn't have that good of the skills, but hey, it's the only one that has stewardship education around here. Oh, that reminds me. My guardian, Adogrima, who was formerly the apprentice, although she's not a member of the Great Trading anymore. What? Shoot! Oh, sorry. Just a little sneeze. Anyways, Adogrima, not to be confused with all the other Adogrimas of Amalfi. So yeah, she is my guardian, because of her high stewardship education, and I thought she could help me with this. Was formerly the lover of my father. Doesn't like the fact that child, vassal and all that. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of people that do not like me because I'm a child at the moment. Oh, I can use that favor to tell you to drop that damn plot of yours. So I'll take it. What again? Yes, force acceptance of an end plot or stop backing plot request. I could tell them to stop that right now, but no reason to do that right now. Disgusting. Look at this battle over here. Too bad I can't look that up. This being Crusader King's Tooth. Genoa and Bohemia together will not stop the defense of the Great Republic of Amalfi. No longer peaceful in Adversa. This stuff on pursuing. What do you replace regent? You think it would be better? No. You stop that right now. It's a wonder how I can end plots without the need of a console. Hang it. I try to get a good night's sleep, but I am tormented by horrible recurring nightmares of our people. The pleas for help and the hurtful words begin to get me. Well, here's my first trait. Craven. That hurts the morale, defense, martial, and all that. Not to mention personal combat skill. As I keep getting older, I find that humility comes naturally to me. Well, I'm already craven, so it would have been either shy or humble, so I got humble. I should avoid the dangers of pride. So, I could either become just, wroth, or envious. At another down the line, could become patient, greedy, or even paranoid. But I am already a novice fighter, despite the craven trait that I picked up, as well as a few books. There you are, now you're back to being a peaceful province. Here in Asera is serene. I guess they're not kicking me out of the trade league. They're okay with me. Because they knew I was a former apprentice of my father before his passing, so I will have very little gain in assets. The Silk Road Market's been built in that trade post. But unfortunately, disease has come to the land, so the value of that trade post has been dropped. See? Smallpox. And I was also a restless province. Ew. Trade practices of the year has to be a level 4, but it's not there in Alexandria. No. But up the trade value. Turning to a merchant port. Oh, I know why. That woman's not in seclusion. But I would rather have, you know, a mission to tell me, hey, get an apprentice. And I don't think I'm allowed to go to the market in seclusion. No. Stories abound of ghosts frequently pass through the village in Asera. The locals are of two minds, unsure how to react to this. Some are terrified and believe it's sent the best in holy men and women to exorcise these restless spirits. Others view this as a more rational lens, seen as a blessing and opportunity to honor and say prayers to the dead. Yet others say that these are all some hallucinations by deranged individuals. Strange stories indeed. Who knows what truth it is? It's cursed by local spirits, they think. Recent ghost sightings correlate with increased difficulties in the region, or at least so claim. Others are more skeptical. Here in Asera? Yeah, why not? I want to increase a little bit of value of our home trade post. Plus, that technology spread rate helps a little bit. But you may want to save that. But that warehouse is rather inviting. Well, right now is an epidemic. Took a drink. Come on. Speed it up a bit. I'm only a child. Can't do much. Bag of meats. And soon we'll be getting silk. Because in Adversa, on the last episode, we spent big time to create a silkworm farm there. You know what I mean. As time passes and I grow up, it has become evident that I am short. Unfortunately, but again, it's hidden from the world at large. It's just not going to be that attractive because I'm a short man, short person. Personal combat skill lowered again. So what? I'm just shorter than normal. But at least I'm not tiny. That's a good thing. Because when you reach out a certain age, you just stop growing and you're going to remain short. I mean, me in real life, I'm 5'5". Or 5'5.5". I don't know. It depends on the shoes. Oh, my unfortunate sister. She is deaf. She has a lisp. She's slow. And she's also homely. If you're going to be good at something... gee, I don't know. They say stewardship. And it would be extremely odd to have a character of intrigue, but is one of deaf and slow. So I'll give you stewardship, since that's the only thing good for. And I'm going to give you the same guardian who's currently raising me at the moment. Oh my god. Measles replaced this camp fever here. But are there any provinces that has two diseases at the same time? That's something I gotta make the fact one day. One day, if I was to become the Doge of Amalfi, I'm building a city, and I'm going to keep that city for myself if I want to make it a capital there. You know, residents. Oh yes, the twins. Marshall. Learning. That I could care less of you two. Knowing that I have a bright future ahead of myself. Hey, deal with them. They just landed. Destroyed their army, and 100% war score. The city is saved. Embezzle me? No, you are not. You're a great marshal. Honestly, I'd rather have these commanders. Yeah, that's not looking good for over there, but I'm gonna keep making bits of investments to that trade post over in Alexandria because of the value it has. Yes. And soon that caliph will learn to respect me. I guess that means you got your reparation money. Now we can make some real fortune. But I don't have the, the skill anymore. I'm uncertain what's going on in the court exactly, but I know something is, Lambert Urso is no longer allowed to see me. But I don't know why. Only that dialect there says it's for the best. Maybe it is. Yeah, Aunt Marozia. Huh. I don't know what's going on over there. Yeah, I could tell him to stop, but only when the time is right. What's going on over there? They joined war over energy. And Apulia looks like they're gonna win it this time. What happened? Dubrovnikian Paulician revolt. Paulician? Where in the world there is a Paulician revolt? He is currently over in Kotu. Oh, there's a Paulician uprising in the island of Ava. Yeah, Duchy of Hvar, which includes Hvar and Kotrula. Yeah, two islands separate from the mainland, but you can walk it over by Ragusa, which I'm sure one day they're gonna want this back. Not only that, the Paulicians are causing trouble. But I'm sure he'll put it down. God, it looks like a pulley will finally get this back. A Greek Pope for once. I mean, it looks like the disease will go away soon, but I don't know about that, because I'm not convinced because of that measles that's sitting there. And we don't know how long that's been there. But again, I am happy that they're keeping me in the Great Treaty, even though I can't really do anything right now. And they haven't assigned me any missions. Or given me any missions, I should say. Okay, turned 14. I can get married now, but not right now because there's a disease around here. Stack of silk cloths, that's one, but not a revolt. Tyranny? Tyranny. Yeah. Hey, it's gone. Open the gates. Now you've got your diplomacy skill. But now it's just you were left being craven and you've been humbled. It's rather unfortunate of you. Pledge peace for the next 15 years. No. Leave that alone. Well, knowing that there's not much of Urso's in Amalfi, I suggest that you get married immediately. As much as we dislike, you know, those from the Republic of Ragusa, but wouldn't, whoa there. Genius, attractive, but here's the problem. Slavic pagan. And she currently lives in the Land Empire, but she's currently being raised by a Russian Catholic. Perhaps she could be turned to be Catholic. And look, stewardship education. Well, looks like we have a winner. Even though this is going to be a rather unusual type of marriage because I am paying a big bride price for it. Andreyevich. Dobronyanova. Yes, a Russian woman. Offered by trade goods. Oh, you mean... No, you idiot. Try that again, you bonehead. But anyways, I am very, very intrigued by Alexandra. But the others that I see, if I want to get married immediately, although genius and attractive, that's just rare. But if it had all three, like if it was strong, I would definitely have that. But attractive and genius is a perceptive, genius, groomed, shrewd, diplomacy education, a carling, but lives in a bishop. Well, there's got to be a woman who is strong and attractive. And a few other good traits. Well, there's genius and strong, but dull. But too old. Well, there's groomed and attractive, making her extremely attractive, but too old for me. So they're strong and attractive, but no genius, nor quick. Well, Alexandra, you are the winner in my book. You may be called an infidel, but trust me when I tell you, you will be a Catholic. And allow me to lift your excommunication as well, but... Oh, you haven't been crowned yet? Wait a minute, you were never crowned emperor? How long have you been emperor? 9 years, and you have yet to crown yourself. What the hell is the matter with you? You got plenty of years ahead of you, but... Oh, actually, he's depressed and has cancer. He could pass away sooner than later. It may take time, though. Okay. Whenever Prince Lupus becomes the Emperor of the Latin Empire, let's hope he'll be crowned and be more cooperative to the Catholic Church. No more fighting against the papacy. For stupid reasons. So as I said, Alexandra is the winner. She's a winner in my eyes. I'll marry her next year. Accepted suggestion. Thank you very much. Although I don't want to have... Although when she comes here, she's got to change her religion, because people would kill her if they found out that she is, you know, that I'm married to a pagan. They're going to kill her for this. So I got to tell her to be Catholic as nice as possible. Of course the Rus cultural bonuses would be higher levy size. You know what the population's like over there. And Rus is not a minority culture by any stretch of imagination. They call him the Rafa Perun, but he turned Catholic. So yes, he won the Holy War, but I guess one of the options he chose was to surrender and become Catholic, and so the rest of the vassals. So that was the condition. So gotta keep your eyes open for any plots against Alexandra when she comes to Amalfi in coming August. Huh. They call him Wali, but whatever his culture was previously... Oh, Sikulo-Arabic. Oh, he changed it. Oh, I don't have to pay much? Okay, it's my duty. Yet to find an apprentice. Alright, we'll get an apprentice. Joined a big holy war for Cilicia. Principate will be there. So is Croatia, Tiberias, Cyprus. Thanks to my parents' high intrigue abilities. Mother. So, again. Your parents' total high relevant stat when you were born possibly increase your own stat starting at 15. The higher the progenitor stat, the higher possible bonus you receive, up to a maximum of +3. If you see two text of the tooltip, it means both parents contribute to the high stats. Consider yourself lucky in this case. Well, I only have a mother, so I picked up 1 intrigue. since she's got pretty high learning. Well, or was that from my father who had high learning? Does that count, or am I crazy? I picked up learning. Alright. Next to the martial abilities. That's actually from father as well. Okay. So I picked up 2. Merchant port over there is finished. The more I think about it, the more I see how things wrongfully denied me. It should all be mine. Therefore, the liege opinion will not look at it highly. But it does pick up more intrigue and but diplomacy down, with a little bit of combat skill. So yeah, I am envious. What do they say about envy? No. Intrigue doesn't think much about those who are envious. They know I'm just going to be putting it into work. How much? 67. At least I'm not making as much income as I used to. In fact, now I thought about it. No, we didn't lose the prosperity, thank goodness. But hey, he's the cardinal. I think it would be wise to, do keep these old books. Because you don't have enough library books. Well, time to get married to this woman. She's a genius. We don't know if she's going to be brawny, honest, dull, uncouth, or anything different. But she's attractive, as you can see the look of her. Anything else you know about her? No. She's not dim-witted, and she doesn't have a height difference of problem. But I do know one thing. She's taller than me because she's of a normal height. Huh. Really? Those are the last of their kind. Her and Alexander Andreevich. Oh. Marrying a pagan woman, even though I'll soon tell her. No, there is a better way. You, Cardinal. You can have subject religion converted, as in an individual will convert. Such as my wife here, so that way nobody will try to kill her. That includes you. I will protect her at all cost. Collect the roller due to pay for the ceremonies. Money is more important these days because I'm a member of the Trade League. So yes, it is of everyone's concern. I mean, yeah, she's still technically a child at this point, but we're already married. Oh, question, Guardian. This way. Not like that. Not this, my cartographer. Who wishes to be a saint. This is just a hope to turn her Catholic, and if that doesn't work, then I'll demand it to her then. And if it still doesn't work, then it's Protestantism. Just here locally. make it quick. My co-physician, the car knows, reluctantly let me know that the new books I brought him were ancient and contained nothing of value. Apparently some methods they describe are outright deadly. My research is better, more thorough next time, so they're totally useless. In and of nothing. Bags of meats. Still waiting for the apprentice. Is there anyone I can count in this court? I've been looking for an apprentice to lessen my workload, but I'm surrounded by elves. There was this woman, Alma, that approached me the other day about work. Perhaps it'll do. Oh, another genius. Well, then I got the age difference. So, there you have it. Doesn't like me very much because, well, I'm short, I'm craven, and, well, still a child, but soon I'll be a man. Next October, I'll be a man. Yikes, an expansionist temper. For once. There's something we've been severely lacking when it comes to the military. It's this. Especially the cavalry. Upgraded to horse breeder. The horse breeder has set up shop in the vicinity of the palace. Large pens can hold hundreds of animals to ensure a steady supply of mounts for forces raised locally. So we can have more cavalry. Oh, they did held off the Patricians. Oh, god dog it. And you say that a lot. So, he had a fever, he had a headache, and he had diarrhea. And he was my cardinal. He died of dehydration from diarrhea. New Bishop of Nola, you're in. Because I got 2 wicked bishops. What did I tell you? It's the decline of the Republic. The end of the world. Don't get jittery. Need a new physician. The Princess of the Latin Empire. There you go. Yes, I'm preparing for a confirmation. I'm going to be a man this year. So the priests have gathered all young men of my age to prepare them for the sacrament of confirmation. The priest explains how as Christians must grow in holiness and virtue, in faith, hope, and love. By the imposition of hands by the bishop, I will receive the Holy Spirit as the apostles did on Pentecost so long ago. For the prestige, impress my peers with my learning. A scouts reported a one-eyed man recently arrived in Nassau. The man, referred to as Thrasimund, the Wise by the commoners, is apparently blessed with immense wisdom and that he uses both impress and help wherever he passes by offering a significant sum of gold to this man would be willing to cease his wandering and take up residence at court. He is an Assyrian. Despite that name, I remember because I did an Assyrian series long ago, and Assyrians do not have names like that. Instead, they use biblical Hebrew names, or just biblical names in general, mainly. But he is very wise. Not to mention a big-time sinner. Already. You know, we don't like each other for now, but soon that will change. Once she becomes a Christian. It is customary for those who receive confirmation to choose a patron saint. This saint will be a role model for me in the future, and may always ask for the intercession to God above. What saint inspire me? Well, you got the learning. What you need is stewardship. St. Lawrence. And did pick it up. The great day is finally here. The Mass begins, and all step forward to confess my faith. When this is done, the bishop places hands upon my head and asks the Holy Spirit to come over me. After this, I am anointed with holy oil before the Mass ends with communion and psalms. Vendi creata spiritus. Figures. Hey, don't you remember something? You have no air? Bulgaria to take over Gaeta, the Emirate of Gaeta. Yeah, she changed her culture recently. What gives? Oh boy. But one thing's if she loses that and Bulgaria takes that, but however it is two What? Why are there so many independent states in the Balkans? What happened to Bulgaria? How did they lose it all? You got the upper country, Rashka, Themava Karsiano, Stirma, Adrianople, Colonia, Ohrid, Montenia. Bulgaria has fallen. Even Tuzla, too. And Usara, but that's our revolt against Croatia. Anyways. Apparently we're not the only ones that's currently in decline, one would think. I've been experiencing fights and quarrels with my spouse on a regular basis. Unfortunately, all that emotional storm has been sapping my strength and concentration, leading me to underperform. These quarrels are really hitting me hard. Yes, I understand. We speak a different language. Your faith is different than mine. We're just kids, alright? We're not responsible adults yet. Alright, let's see what I can pick up here. 2 more stewardship, just to make up for that loss of lack of harmony. We need to get along. And soon. And I just learned that the captain of one of my trade galleys been selling part of his cargo to Constantine smugglers instead of delivering it as ordered. Apparently hoping the amount sold would be too small to be noticed. The captain and his crew have been jailed, and thieving scum already spent most of their ill-gone profits on spirits and women. Can no one be trusted these days? This October. Things will change. Hopefully for the better. Lately, I've been thinking about what I want to do when I grow up. Being a kid is so boring. I can't wait to grow up so I can... I mean, that's what I was been saying. Let's see. Oh, that means you pick up one more childhood trait. So you could get a trait later on. Oh. I don't know. I'll just say, see the world and fight bad guys. So, I'll pick up any of these. I picked up a martial, but picked up curious. Okay, that's good. Hopefully I become shrewd. But if it's cynical, it's kind of like whatever to me. Wouldn't be happy under the church. I'm always forgetting all sorts of things as my mind wanders left its own device. It is clear I am absent-minded, unfortunately. Oh, that doesn't hurt too much. But the combat skill lowers again. So there you go. He's short and he's absent-minded. At least it's not as bad as my sister, who is currently stressed right now. I will get personally involved. There's your stack of silk cloths. Which we ought to sell them one day. If anyone wants to buy it, I'd be willing to sell it. Please, nobody kill my wife. We just barely got to know each other. Yes, we laid one time. Serena Hilt. Haven't seen that name in a while. As I said, we gotta come to an understanding. In fact, you know, just to show it, I'll give her a little bit of money. Just a little bribery helps. Although she is honest. Diligent and honest. But not yet Catholic. It's just she doesn't understand what it's like to be in Italia. I have finished my education in stewardship and I feel I have truly found my calling. Wealth is the slave of a wise man and a master of a fool. Autogramma thinks I should be less quick to question the words of the priest. Oh, and also I picked up the greedy trait, which is a good trait to have in the Great Trade League. Oh, and also got shrewd. Yes. Cynical for more intrigue, or patient for... Yeah, she's right. I should calm down. I love keeping an eye on things. I love counting them. Coins especially. Because that's part of fussy. And picked up shrewd as well. Yes, I may be shrewd, but I'm a little absent-minded sometimes. But, hey, it doesn't hurt. Yes. I like it like that. It's just, unfortunately, diplomacy is going to be my weak point. But we need to cooperate sooner or later. And once you turn 16 next year, I'm going to demand you to be Catholic. A good Catholic. She does have a sex appeal towards me because, you know, teenager. We're both teens. See. Alright, you're about to get that war chest up. That'll be your first ambition to be complete. Getting rid of that craven trait would be a good priority, but I'm not that anxious. So carousing would be a good start. This is just to increase the diplomacy a little bit by just carousing a bit, but I don't know if I want to become a socializer or a hedonist. I mean, he's half and half morally. Mother, you've been very good to me, so I'm giving you your old job back, as father was. How'd you like to go carousing with me? If not, then these two guys here will have to do. Plus, it would be wise to befriend members of your council so they can support you. Because I would love to increase the significant status of women, because there's some talented women here that are not given enough credit. Oh god. And of course, choose a business focused on Amalfi. Do not forget about that. Let's see. Again, you're lacking diplomacy, so go for the lemon growers of Amalfi. Every 10 years, mind you. What's the influence? 58. Didn't help when someone in the society has cleared debts recently. But thanks to all these traits, now I gain 15. Thanks to high stewardship, shrewd, greedy, and patient. There you go. Oh, I got one more thing. Where is the Caliph? Ah, there he is. Send him all the way over there. Because I don't want him to get mad at me so much that he'll want to destroy that trade post of Alexandria. That's where I make most of the fortune from, in terms of trade. But I doubt he would agree. Don't even try. Tried it last time, but he's going to keep being vague about it. What's his moneymaker? You know, do replace him. And could you please try to convert my wife quickly? 100% yearly. Maybe I don't have to demand it. So mother will come. Built your war chest. Now I would like to have a son. And since I have terribly low combat skills, I should, well, I don't have the martial, Actually, I will. I don't usually do this because of fertility reasons. Choose a patron saint. Saint George, he who slew the dragon. That's the reason why I've been against that, because the whole fertility being lowered thing. But I don't think it really matters because your mind is touched, so it's good. You've got your martial skill at 12. Because I need weapon training. So I can develop my combat rating by training personal combat. While I don't know my true potential, but at least I'll manage to understand the ruminants of combat, giving me a fighting chance on those moments where the blade of my trust is all that separates me between life and death. I've decided to invest a significant portion of my time to hone my combat skills. My training can be approached from 2 different angles, though. A duelist, lustful. I got my eye on you. And deceitful. He's a cunning planner. And he has situational awareness. I don't know about you, but I don't want to have intensive training because I'm not the man with a martial education. So I will take my time and measure my effort. Train with caution to avoid placing my body under severe strain. Results of the training will take longer on average and be less prone to injury. The older I am, the higher chances for injury. Well, I'm a young man in my prime. So I'll take my chances. Athari murdered by this chief over there. Who serves under High Chief of Kiev. Oh, just address him. Okay. My liege has agreed to transfer a vassal to me, but I have to repay him later. Okay, I gave him a favor. So he gave me this mare from Canaan. That's it? Just the mayor? The mayor of that city? To me? Okay. It's nice to have a little underling. So I guess I am considered pleased. He didn't give me the whole land. Has declared Amalfian, Wolf of the Lily of Misrata, Grand City of Sirt, Grand City of Adan, against the Sultan of Africa. It's not a holy war. Oh, contact the offer deal. I'm in dire need of assets and a lot of coins at my disposal. I believe it's trade small and fair. No, I need the assets. Because I've been a member of the Trade League longer than that, so I'd rather become a trader. I'm not interested. But beware, that disease of consumption may be coming here. And we might have to go into seclusion again. Oh my god, they did it again. Oh my god, I also remembered I'm in, whatchamacall. God dog it. You are carousing. You're preparing a small feast. We're gonna get sick, we're gonna die, and all that. Please, get me out of here. Well, the owner of the court position is here. He'll treat all of us just fine. A famous bard has arrived at my court. Lord tells of my family's generosity towards our artists and craftsmen. Hopes to join my court and offers services such as an illustrious patron art as I am. Yeah, you are welcome, but keep in mind, everybody's gonna get sick because I did not foresee that this would be coming. Wish I was living in Amalfi. Lately, several incidents of grave robbing have been reported in a nearby cemetery. The grave robbers strike at night, where if you're awake and no one's able to catch them. Perhaps I were to dedicate a few soldiers to patrol locations, the criminals will be caught eventually. Spend a little bit of money. I might become just, diligent, or even zealous. These wrongdoers will face justice soon. Didn't pick up a trait. Good to know you became captain, but want for my wife. Grave robbers caught. My trusty guards caught the grave robbers after only a few nights. As the robbers made a mistake, they dug what they thought it was a grave. It turned out to be a cache of ancient goods. They made a lot of noise, knocking down several ancient clay pots, alerting my men. After I punished the criminals accordingly and rewarded my men for their efforts. Now I have to decide what to do with a cache of ancient goods. Most of them are worn out, they're broken. It will be of only interest to antiquarians, scholars, but one object remains in good condition. A lovely ancient pot with intricate designs and decorations. This would make a fine decoration, wouldn't it? So that's how you get that thing. Let me see. An ancient work of fine craftsmanship, a simple yet elegant pot found in an old ruin, now used as decoration. Knowing where we are in Naples, Napoli, this could be dated back to the Magna Grecian days. Either the days of Magna Grecia or ancient Rome. Just think, use your imagination where you think that pottery dates back from. It's a great time to spend crossing a merry company while the cups are being refilled. Dad Lictor brings out a strange moment of little decorated pieces. Explain that it's a kind of a strategy game. She assures me that it's a great pastime that combines well with copious amounts of drink. We'll play for money. We played 4 hours, some tides of fortune ebbing and flowing. Try to attack my opponent's positions without opening my defense too much. Eventually I found a critical opening and made a few inspired aggressive moves and won the game. Hail to the Doge. Alright, apprentice board gamer. Called on a favor. Now for God's sakes, close the gates. People might be sick right now. You haven't caught it. Game Master thing is rather tempting because it ups your martial and your diplomacy. But no, I see myself in other things, so... Dear Krauser as well. But unfortunately we go to seclusion again. Out of the way. Thank goodness. Smallpox and consumption. Oh dear. She's been good to me, so help her any way you can. Who's that? Cousin. Bedridden. Oh, save her. And who's this? Oh, just some deaf boy who... Oh, yeah. The bastard child. He'll live, but do help him. I guess these are all the characters that got sick recently. Oh, not even Amalfi can save itself from consumption. We are in dire straits here. Nowhere is safe. You are a minister in a Rome and you haven't secluded yourself? Are you mad? Who else got sick? Oh yeah, the new chum. Help him. He might be useful one day. Well, that means no trade league work at this time. That's my chancellor who got measles. Wait a minute, is both measles here now? Consumption. Just help everybody. Aunt Marozia. She got consumption too. But she's my aunt, so call the court physician. This man's gonna get a promotion. Well, he's already promoted. He's the court chaplain, you dummy. Mother. Oh, I'm sorry, Mother. I mean, yes, we went crowds together. We played a board game and we had fun and all that, but please help her. Jihad for Harkani. Where? Oh, yeah, the Armenian name of that area. Their first ever jihad, and they decided to go for this one. What terrible news. Please help Italia. What has the land done to insult God and give us all the ailments? What did they do to deserve this? Oh. Fortune building. Now, please, as politely as possible. Well, since you have a great mind, but the learning base and all that remains questionable. But she is charitable. She's a nice person. But keep in mind, she's a Slavic pagan. And everybody would want to kill her if there is a plot against her, but her intrigue skill, that remains questionable. Huh. Ah! They were in my land for a moment. I got a little scared. Oh god. You know, with everybody that has consumption here. I mean, I know I had already shut the gates prior. And you think I'm developing consumption, also known as tuberculosis, in case you were wondering. Remember, if this kills me, this man is going to be the one in charge. Unless I were to cancel his application to become the next in line in the Latin Empire. What's in the line of succession over there like? If I were to choose Lupus, it would go to Hermelinda, the princess. But I don't have good health benefits currently. All I can rely is your skill. He insists that foul smells of civilization what made me sick and so take daily walks in the wilderness. But I'm coughing. Something bad could happen to me soon. I'm too young to die. Well, that'll be hard to do that. I passed by a wayside shrine on the road. What are you doing out there? I remember one of the locals telling me that praying these wayside shrines could bring one various kinds of blessings. I need to hurry. I have business to attend to. I don't want to be out here. When this disease blows over, I'm gonna start swaying her. Start being polite to her. I am thrown between waves of chills and sweats. Food lost its appeal. No amount of sleep seems to remedy my fatigue. I've contracted consumption. Alas. Oh God, it's a severe illness. I'm gonna die. No, don't do it. They took the silk out of it. As long as you know what you're doing. This is a real bad disease and not going to be around for long. And this man who is tall, zealous, ever deceitful. But he's going to be one of learning. But he's not as good skilled as some of the others. So just perform some well-tested treatment. Oh, God. I'm a dead man. If I somehow survive this... if I somehow survive this for the next attempted treatment, please be it so. I was so damn stupid. Stupid, stupid man. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. This whole thing with preparing a small feast and diseases here, can't shut the gates, we're all gonna get sick. No can do. A renowned scholar has arrived at my court to request an audience with me. Says he's heard tales about my dynasty's always offered safe haven and patronage to scholars and artists, and that he wishes to pledge his metaphysical knowledge to my service. Naturally, you are welcome. But keep in mind, there's a big disease out there in the form of consumption. We're all gonna get sick because I'm an idiot. A big, stupid idiot. Let's get it started. That I'll accept. It's a great time to spend time carousing a merry company while the cups are being refilled. Dialect brings out a strange world of little decorated pieces. Explain that it's a kind of strategy game. She assures you that it's a great pastime that combines well with copious amounts of drink. We'll play for money. We played for hours, tides of fortune ebbing and flowing, and tried to attack my opponent's positions without opening my defense too much. Eventually, however, I've made a fatal mistake that my opponent exploited, and I lost the game. I'll get you next time. Shut the gate! I'm sure there's characters that are sick already and we need to treat them all. Did anybody really get sick? If not, then it's a miracle. Yep. Oh god, that's my kinsman. He's bedridden. Help him. And the guy who just got here. Help him too. Huh. And even Amalfi has fallen into this disease. It's spread to there, I should say. I mean, the population hasn't been killed off yet, so it has not fallen by technicality. Life in seclusion isn't so bad. After finishing a hearty breakfast, I belched contentedly and remarked upon my foresightiness, ensuring us Sarah's larders were well stocked. However, as soon as words leave my lips, I noticed a suddenly panicked look on my servant's face. My Doge, you just ate the very last pickled boar's head. And almost all of our other food stocks are nearing exhaustion. Furthermore, my servant continues to drone on, but I'm too aghast to listen. No more pickled boar's heads? This isn't good. So you set your remaining food to 5. Yeah, I have searched that cell from top to bottom. I've come to realize there are really no more pickled boar's heads. Not only that, but all the other food stocks are nearing exhaustion. My servant really should have mentioned that. Oh. I'll implement a system of rationing. This is just to go from a minor food storage to a trivial food storage, thanks to my high stewardship skill. Rationing. Meager supplies. That's just like an Oregon Trail. You got filling, meager, and bare bones. So people, do not. I suddenly cluttered since we running food supplies. I arrived storm just in time to see Tasso emerge, wiping out his mouth. Tasso, commander of Crete, heir to the Duchy of Thessalonica. Whoa, he couldn't hear me. That's why. Plus, you are a liability. I could chastise him. He's got money, so here's your punishment. I could banish him. Yeah, I could banish him out of there so he can live in some other country where they don't get sick. And now he lives in Thessalonica. There, you're the heir to the area, so go to your uncle. Disaster! Acerus rats managed to find my meager remaining food supplies, even what much of it remained. Curses! But it's still a trio food shortage, so let's not all panic here. Only 2 characters got sick, which is a miracle. I mean, if it was 1, that was to be expected. 2 is another. Several investments that my wife made in the past have borne fruit. Quite a fair amount of gold flows from these investments straight into my coffers. Oh, I could kiss her for that. Let's invest in that Alexandria trade post, even though it's currently in the disease right now. Silk Road Market. Get it up to trade market. This trade post has grown to a large market, attracting a wider range of merchants and trade goods. Bingo. Although, to be honest, you know what you should be making investments of, since you're going to be making all this money? Hospital. Save it for expanded sick house. For future reference. Are you in seclusion? Yes, you are. I've been negotiating some smaller deals and contracts with fellow members trading. I believe that it went rather well. They should be sending some more assets our way before long. Alright, good. But do not become reckless after one good deal. You've got to be patient. Patient is a good trait to have in the trade league if you wish to be a successful merchant. Even though you are my apprentice and you are older than me, with food supplies dwindling, it's been brought to my attention that the rats The basements of Acera contain a large number of rats, which could be caught and eaten. Yum. Hey, gotta survive, alright? I mean, look, over in Tusculum. Minor depopulation. Let them work at their own pace. I didn't get sick, so that's fine. Oh, God. The large warehouse belonging to my family at the docks of Amalfi has caught fire. The dock workers have formed human chains and passive buckets of water between each other to put the flames out before the fire has a chance to spread. A lot of the valuable goods have already been lost. What a disaster. Of course, can't sway the Caliph. So if he attempts to burn down that trade post in Alexandria, well then I'm gonna be very, very mad. 100% war score. Remember, this was for the wilayas of Misrata, the Grand City of Sirte, and the Grand City of Wadan. So, we thought it was going to be a decline of the Republic, but nope. They are coming back to Amalfian control. The Pipes of Peace. As the opinion of my spouse increases and our relation gets better, our personal situation improves markedly. Finally, the day has arrived when my capabilities are not hindered anymore. The days of tiresome quarrels are now behind us. Excellent. That's because of my spouse's opinion is positive. And also I am patient. Also increases it. So in other words, yeah, we're starting to get along. Only because I gave her money. So there you go. My skills are improved. But not quite on the diplomacy front. So yes, Amalfi is back under their control, but the question is, who are you going to give this land to? You have to decide now. You can't keep this all to yourself, otherwise you'll be seen as a greedy bastard. Actually, he could keep it all. Serene Promise. Skilled Tactician. Master Load. Oh yeah, I forgot. They gave you the treatment, but I'm not sure if you're going to kick out of it. Because if you die, you die. Not quite there yet, but we'll soon get it. We'll soon get along. Hopefully. Hey, wait a second. Why do you not have this on? And plus, your learning skill is good enough that you can use the handgun. Some of these may help. And don't forget, this thing is still here since Doge of Crete some 20 years ago. There you go, your personal combat skills better in case somebody has issues with you. And I am the Great Counselor, which is the usual position. No mission yet, but may get promoted by next year. And I've yet to do anything. One of my family ships has just grounded itself a few miles away from the city. We have enough time to save some of our wares and goods, but I'm afraid we won't be able to save everything. Okay, this is a reduction of it, thanks to high stewardship. Men, make sure you recover these goods in particular. So you don't lose prestige, you just lose some money, not a lot. You only lost 5 gold. So they did a very good job. Hey, since you consider Acer as your second home, by God, expand the sick house. So it's a basic building, but now expanded to house more patients. The hospital in Amalfi is much better than ours here, so we need to improve upon it just to make sure that doesn't ever happen again. Anyway, it can definitely be improved upon, so spend that. Oh God, over the past few weeks a large contingent of migrants have been arriving in Aversa from the neighboring province. They decided to settle domains to bring a host of issues to the province. Molise had a medium migration, and now here, small migration. That doesn't help with the disease resistance. But since they are here, and well, it's a small migration, so if it was larger, I would be doing, you know, some other things to it, but no, let's integrate them. Faster assimilation will cause friction between the current population and new migrants while the rift lasts. The use of force will be severely limited from the start. Test my diplomacy. Well, it'll be improved upon once I'm out of here. Your mind is touched as well. Good. When did this disease begin? The consumption. It started in Rome 2 years ago. And look at Rome now. Minority population. The migrant community in Aversa has been actively looting trade caravans in the province. Unfortunately, this has a serious effect on the tax collected. Talk to the migrants to the word of law. That didn't work. Plus it belongs to the Constantius. No improvement. Over the past months, I was unable to improve my combat skills. Lessons drag on and I feel unfocused in spite of my efforts. Hope to improve in the future. Just thought of something. Yeah, it's that man. Can't get that trade post. But as you look up here... Oh, he's not allied with anyone at the moment. I could take him on right here, right now. Yeah, we fight for no reason while everybody's in seclusion. Nobody's gonna be sending their armies to death. And we could fight to get that trade post back. Yeah. But if I had my druthers, I would do it to plot the kidnap, but his intrigue is too damn high. All you need to do is win the battle and take his place. And don't forget, they're the ones that has that trade post of Monte San Angelo, which I invested that more, if I recall. Trade zone income versus here. It's more convenience than anything else. So I can't guarantee everything. Hey, you know what I did not notice? Look, this area here was visited by a caravan. A member of the trade league sent the caravan here to buy and sell goods. I recall having a silk shipment, but that's gone now. But, apparently you decided to visit it here despite the fact that there's a epidemic going on, excuse me. Anyways. You know what? Get that trade post back. At the Adversa, because that's my territory. And yes, hostilities has already begun. We already have the high ground. During the meeting with the local leaders, I was surprised to receive an offer for help in the war I'm involved in. This offer came in the form of levy of migrant troops based in Adversa. Seems the migrants are grateful for the treatment received and feel that this war Zerone and want to learn out myself. Well, you are raiding caravans. How about you raid some real enemies? Let's fight side by side. No! Stay in seclusion, you idiot! Oh no, more migrants. They heard about what's going on, so they've been arriving here. They're mixing with the subtle group, enlarging and risking a decreased stability. It grew into a medium migration because of the integration. So now it's no longer serene. No, that's just a new batch of it that came from the Molise. Matter of fact, where do they come from exactly? Aha! That explains it. I'm assuming that it originated from Alvito, Latin populated area. And it spread this way and it went that way now. I mean, maybe that's where they came from, Alvito. So they just went through there, but it was said it came from Molise. And we're bordered to that area as well. So they came down there. 55%. Here's one problem. We can't take that trade post because it's stuck under occupation. Aha! Mercenaries, beat them up. Oh, I just dropped my jaw. The man is depressed and has cancer, and somebody decided to put him out of his misery. Now Emperor Lupus runs the empire. Well, that means Lupus cannot be successful. An enemy spy was discovered close to where I were. So I was trying to figure out what my armies were up to. Thankfully, the guards found and killed him. Even better, on his body they found some instructions from his employer. Instructions advertly revealed some of my enemy's plans to me. We must make use of this. Cunning war plans for the next 2 years. %75 now. Unfortunately, that's the deal. And you can't go into some guy's house and beat him up there. Those are actually his forces. Oh, they just came here. Yep, Rome peace is happening again. I think next time you should fight a trade war that is not occupied, quote unquote, by some other country that did previously. So it's going to be another one of those, it's a waste of time and lives again. But do not fret. Beat him up some more. Make another trade war against another country. Mother, how could you? I'll just chastise her. I don't want to kick her out or punish her or anything like that. Oh, I didn't see that there. A monk commander. Well, you are very knowledgeable, but we can recruit you. Come here. So, white peace will occur, and this war will end very soon, which was all for nothing. But was it really in vain? Now Adversa's got to. This time's blessed by local spirits. Alright, settle down. You just basically killed off the entire... Yeah. Surprised nobody's gone after the pagan woman. But maybe this is my chance to tell her to be nice. So, my wife seems to be going through a particularly harsh pregnancy. Perhaps it would be best for her to retire a few months from public life and think of her health during this delicate period of her life. I will tell my wife to take leave for the pregnancy. By take leave, I mean go hide in some dark corner where you won't get catched by the consumption. What do you say? Thankfully, my wife's taken advice to heart and decided to spend the last months of her pregnancy in seclusion. Oh, I hope so. I hate to lose you. Increased tension. The latest reports on Aversa tells increased tension between the migrants and the dwellers of the province. And we fund a policy of rapprochement between the both groups, or face the real possibility of degradation of the conditions of the province. Fund it. Oh, not these bastards. These guys make so much money that they'll... Wait a minute. He has no heirs? It's him? Who else? There's the... So it's 1, 2, 3. If he wants to, he could always forge her a bastard son. Also, I don't need more troops. War's about to be over. Once again. Also, next time, if you're going to be fighting a prolonged trade war with somebody, buy a favor from him next time. Keep that well in mind. My God. That consumption will go away. It started in Rome 3 years ago. It hasn't ended yet. That means something terrible has happened. And they probably are doing something over there. Such as they killed the cats of Rome. And they believe there's a mad scholar there. Meanwhile, my training in personal combat is causing a positive impact in my health. I'm feeling much better since I started training. The effects are felt but moderate, so there you go, little health gain. Little resistance from disease. And speaking of disease, expanded sick house is complete. Now, if you want to make it a separated wards, oh, you better save it up, Buster. Save up your damn money. Give him a chance. Because I am not confident of everything here. Father calls Serena help to pulling my arm to play over in the latest toy. Completely oblivious to all the important work I'm in the middle of. Sometimes this kid can be really insufferable. The opposite of envious is kind, so here is the chance to get rid of envious and become kind instead. But the answer is no. Should organize a smuggler. I'll just give that a chance. I don't have kind or just to become a, you know, funding a piracy operation, not a source of income. Although it gives me a big drop in diplomacy, and I would not be seen as kindly to some others. How are you? Peasants are always superstitious. An appearance of a comet in the sky caused panic among my people. They are convinced that this is a sign that the end of times is near, or something bad is going to happen in the near future due to my inept rule. Stop looking at the sky! I've been hard at work for too long, and decided to spend a day of rest and see some local sights in the Amalfi, despite the fact that there's war, there's disease. I don't think there was a depopulation around here yet. No depopulation. Huh. Well, it's a small chance, but explore one of the caves along the cliff sides. Didn't get it. A convoy of several merchant galleys belonging to my family has been ambushed by the pirates on high seas. The brigands seized 2 of my ships, but decided there was little that could be done for the captured crews, and most likely be sold as slaves along with the cargo of the ships. Okay. Barbarians! I blame the Berbers for this. 4 years. 4 years of disease. Alright, a son. But since he had a difficult pregnancy, may never know what would turn of him in the future. Theodicus. Theodicus. No, it's not good. No. Just trying to figure out correct. Easy to pronounce. Tato. Tato Urso? Tato. No, I can't see him. Start calling that. Rodolph. Yeah. I have a son now. That I am happy with. Yeah, I'd like to become a trained fighter one day. I could see myself fighting a few wars in the future, or serve as the commander of Amalfi. I have a guard who once visited a distant village by the forest said to be a gateway to the world beyond. He went into the forest despite the locals' warnings. There he encountered a pale maiden wearing a white dress. While she was charming and bashful, he fled immediately, knowing that this must have been a frightening spirit of sorts. Locals said such sightings are common. Have people lost their damn minds? What a coward. She couldn't have been a spirit. Another Amalfi-related event. The Amalfian town of Scala is famous throughout the region for its chestnuts. Frankly, festivals celebrating the chestnuts are held there. I had a good fortune to attend one recently. I'm already humble, so may never know I could become content. So I wanted to meet and understand the commoners. Well, I think I have what it takes, so I'll intercept this trespasser. I gotta build a warehouse one day. In fact, do we still have that pile of lumber somewhere? Yes, you do. When this disease is over, go get stones. Or something like that. I'll intercept him. The intruder in my home is a lone man. I will, I don't know about this, knowing that I'm craven, that I could be putting my hands up for this. I'll face the man. Maybe I can get rid of the brave trait this way. I face an armed man. He is eager and ready for me. With me in between him and his exit, his options are limited. There is a very high chance that I'll beat him. In other words, just shoot the bastard. Yeah, got him. Didn't get wounded. Didn't lose any of the goods that would have popped up anyhow. Yeah, sure. You're the new steward. Even though you're not as good as I once hoped. Alright, very large smuggler operation. Now we're making bank. if he finds out about this, then I don't think it'll be most wise. Several investments my wife's made in the past has borne fruit. Quite a fair amount of gold flows from these invests straight in my coffers. Could kiss over that. Now I need more. More to create separated wards. Just to reduce the chance of future diseases to ever come to here. The disease has just ended in Rome finally. I finally killed off its population, one would think, but it's only a minor depopulation. So I guess we've learned that that consumption is very bad. Worse than some other disease you could give them credit for, but certainly in the future things can get worse. The village market is always a bustling place. While waiting for someone, I idly watch people, despite the fact that there's an epidemic out there. Unless people who have learned social distancing around here. From earnest farmers selling and buying produce to crafty merchants from exotic lands. There are so many here. I notice there's a little girl working at the stall next to me. So I ask her, what is she doing here? I sell fruits and vegetables with my mother. It's fun most days, but hard work. Work is pointless without the help of God. I'm just being nice here. Although, a little envious. Child number 3. Man, you're something. That's all I gotta say about you. You're something. Oh, god dog it! She might have suffered a miscarriage. She's coming. Oh, please don't get sick. Well, he has taken over now. Oh, the scurvy killed him. And I don't know how long he can last under that rule. But if he dies, then Moscow will be running things. He's created the Republic of Crete. It's almost over. Just one more month. Oh, and make the biggest investment yet. Treatment can be made more efficient by separating the sick based on their type of ailment. You got it. Open the gates. It's all over, folks. And you can stop that plot now. Oh, and I need to repay that favor. I need money. Since I just spent big time on it. Oh, she just has a flu, so get the court position and please treat her. And the bishop can go back to work. You got it. What else? Well, since you are a trader, what you should be doing is send in the silk cloths. It'll give you a big amount of money. 'Cause you got plenty of them now. How many, do we have another silk? Yes, you got a few more stack of silk clothes. Should go to the market. We'll end this episode very soon. Actually, yeah. I will write about managing a realm, since I'm a man of stewardship education. I will go to the market and sell the silk. The sky is clear, and my purse is full. A man's servant to prepare the cart for me and a strong horse and transport any goods that might buy or sell. Let's head for the market. A man rushes to me, talking to silently insisting I have to sell him this. I really don't understand what he wants to miss this rabbit. Is it the silk? Nope, it's the meats. Never mind then. But hey, a trade is a trade. And I regained some of the weight I've lost. Food shortage is finally over. It's still booming. No depopulation. Alright. Oh, and also you gotta finally repay that to the moneylender. There. Back to normal. The Chan philosophy has spread into the Lusk area. That is way over there. Oh, and also we should get to carousing together. Huh. If we ever become best friends, you could finally become Catholic. And be more cooperative despite our first meeting together. Of what that was like. Yeah. The first meeting wasn't pleasant. And then we had more children, and, well, we're starting to get along here. An independent Tuscan count. What the hell has happened up there? I mean, yeah, I know there are independent states, but now there's more independent states than before. The Knights of Malta, the magnanimous Duke of Crete donated the island of Malta to the Knights of St. John, better known as the Heights Hospital, as one of the as one of the long-standing protectors of faith. This will make sure the routes are safe for all pilgrims seeking the Holy Land. The order is now known as the Knights of Malta. Grand Master Jonas vows to continue their mission as the righteous defenders of Christianity and the faith followers. Blessed are the Knights of Malta. A crusade against Egypt. You know, I have a trade post over there. And if there is going to be a Kingdom of Egypt, then we'll have to be nice to the new owners. Lupus II. What? Faction demand. Oh, okay, so Lupus was too weak to try to please everybody, so he had to give it to him. So he had surrendered it to him. So I should consider preparing my men. So it'll be next year. Good to know. So we'll know what that next episode's going to be about. Hey, Stuart. I know we're trying to build that hospital structure. No, we need a better one. I don't like the one that they gave me. Well, consider him as an improvement. We want that hospital building built now. Get it to work faster. Just to prevent the spread of more diseases. For future reference. No more disease in Amalfi. Still peaceful. Man, you really love me. Or I really love her. Well, let's play for money. Hail to the Doge, I beat you. I'm an apprentice board gamer now. Yeah, this event. Let's give it a shot. I'm ignoring that. No need to be the game master. I see myself at some other... Well, a crusader trait. If I do take part of that crusade for Egypt, taking part of that would give me 2 lifestyles. Okay, you know what? Take the game master. It's narrow flank. It may help you in future battles. I will dedicate all my free time to games now. So yes, you are a carouser. Now, will you be a nice Catholic now? Hey, you know what? Since I'm not a cynic nor zealous or whatever, stupid idea. Slavic faith of Alexandra intrigues and fascinates me. I cannot embrace all of it, but intend to convert it to secrecy. May never know. See? The secret Slavic faith. You may never know. Well, I tell her to be a good Catholic too. If anybody finds out about this, well, you know who to call. If I get caught and be burnt at the stake for this, well, I don't know. You're dicing yourself there. And I need to carouse one more time. Perhaps with her. In other words, okay, fine. We're both. So you're going to be Catholic with your nice headdress now. Because you got to wear, you know, these typicals. Oh, and you're secret pagan too. Okay, very well then. Then let's be both secretly pagan together. You talk to me about what your faith is like, and I'll talk to you what mine is like. Even though, openly. The Catholic part, while the Slavic remains our secret. Yep, clearly I really like her. Should sway her a little more. Get used to her. Might ask her for assistance though in the future. But that'll be for after the Crusade. That's when we'll have a lot more open time. Would you please move? Oh, damn it. The Duke of Lucca. He doesn't know, does he? No, he doesn't. Also, you can, oh, that's another thing. I don't want my wife to be seen as an apostate ever. So, go research cultural tech here. I can't let him be hunting apostates since my wife is still secretly pagan. And there's a reason why. No. For future reference. Good lord, so many societies could join. So many holy orders. Like, you may never know one day, if I were to play as a character, like let's say if Rudolph were to become secretly Slavic, and then he becomes openly Slavic to join the, a warrior lodge. If he gets a military education, that would be most useful. And then, he'd be remaining Catholic. There. You got it. Lately, my smuggler operation faced some serious opposition while foreign rulers counter it with the force of their entire resources. My own realm intrigue was not enough to prevent the demise of the network. Fortunately, even if my associates were captured, my name was never mentioned. Well, there goes my smuggler operation. Plus, joining that crusade is going to give me a huge fortune, should I take part in it. Which I will decide on that in the next episode. Because my forces right now are still in recovery after that little stupid trade war. You know what? Go for that. Yes. Fulfill your duty. Give him the regiment. You know, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll stop this episode. When does the group begin? Next September. Okay, next September. Recent crowds doesn't expire till November, so remember, November. So we will stop right here on September 15th, 1066. Yes, that's the very day when the High Middle Ages begins. Even though over in England it doesn't look like that right now. But Italy's been ravaged by disease. And the Republic thought it was to be in decline. Oh, look. Independent realms. Including Malta, too. A holy order. Those also got the consumption. So clearly the geopolitical landscape has changed everywhere. And Bulgaria has recovered some of its territory. And Dukla, now an independent state, led by Serbs who liberated themselves. So yeah, there you go. And I kind of once had particular interest in the area, like say, well, let me see. No, we do not have a battle castle spell. In other words, no, we can't take their trade post over there unless we take it by war, by occupying their territories. But you'll be facing mercenaries, but, well, don't worry, there's ways for that. There's ways for that. Now Croatians run Monte Sant'Angelo, no longer ran by native Langobards. So it's been quite an eventful episode. But he's still in the prime of his life. He's a trader, so he's still got a lot of work to do. She's the guild mistress. So we got a lot of work to do in this part of the series now. So at least the series will not be over due to the loss of heirs. But should name Rudolph as designated heir. You know, just in case. So glad we averted some disasters. But more could be coming. So now we're a big, happy Catholic family. Seriously, solid. She wants to have 5 children? Well, the more the merrier. So, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, because in the next episode, the Crusade for Egypt. And it's highly likely that I will be there for it. Yes, I will be there for it, even though the Caliph, which were good trading partners, as we made investments on that. And we'll make even more investments in certain areas. I don't know why on earth would I want to pick that, because that's the tax income for Alexandria, but soon to be Alexandria, whomever is going to be the new person to be running there. Like, even if I want to take part of that crusade, it would have to be a female member of the family, because we got plenty of females in the Ursos, not enough males. But you get what I mean. So we hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. But until then, so long for now.